Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Functional Village. We've modified the blacksmith, we've made an enchantment room, we've made a brewing room, and we've modified the farms to either look more aesthetically pleasing or have a little bit more function to them. Today, we're going to be doing storage. What base is complete without some form of storage room? And by the way, next episode, I'm going to put a little teaser in, throw this in right here. Next episode, we're going to be working on the church with nether portals. And it's going to be sick. Oh my god, I've planned it out. I think you guys are going to really like it. But today, we're going to do storage room. Fortunately, on the inside of the storage room, there's not really much automation to do, because in a space the size of these little village houses, these buildings, there isn't really any space to do item filters and such like that. We just want to maximize the amount of storage that we can have. And I've got a couple of ideas for that. And I've got a new theme in order to sort of do on the outside here to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Maybe you don't like the vanilla look. Maybe you don't like the modified vanilla look. Maybe you don't like the Tudor look or the modernish look, the suburban look. So we're going to do more of a brick one today. And it's super simple. We always start off in the same way. We always start off by making the roof one block wider on either side. By the way, I'm going to be using any house that's shaped this way. I think there's two really that are shaped this way. One has the bookshelves in it by default, and the other one has the garden out the back. We've already used one garden one before to make the brewing house, and we've already used one library before to make... Have we used the library yet? I don't think we have used the library yet, have we? No, we haven't even used the library yet. So yeah, we're going to use the library one for this one. Yeah, but like normal, we always start off with extending the roof by one. I'm always leaving them oak just so they have a little bit of a matching tops, apart from that one we made stone brick on the suburban one. But it's really up to you what roof you want to put on here. Spruce always looks nice as a roof tile block. You could get away with a cobblestone roof, in all honesty, on this one, because the walls are no longer going to be cobblestone. So if you want to do that, or any other form of wood would look great as well. For the walls, it's pretty simple. We're only going to be using basically 3 different blocks on the outside. I've got a little bit of grit underneath my mouse. That's better. So we're going to grab some brick, and you're going to grab some brick stairs, and then we're going to grab polished granite. These 2 blocks go fairly nicely together, I think. They've got a very similar sort of colour palette. Will you shut up for 2 minutes? I'm trying to talk. They go fairly nicely together, and these make a really nice sort of edging for our house. We're not going to do any foundation on this one either. Nothing sitting at the bottom like stone bricks or quartz. It's just going to go all the way down on any of the corners with the polished... Is it granite? Yeah, granite. So we'll have these down here. This is probably the least used polished block out of granite, diorite, and andesite. This is probably the one that I use the least, and I should really use it more, because it is a really nice looking block, especially when you're doing any brick building. But I use diorite for white accents, and I use andesite for paths a lot of the time. So once you've gone around the 4 edges, you're going to swap out those 6 blocks on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. And replace those with the polished andesite as well. Now what you're going to do is above and below each window, on here and on here, you're going to replace those with the stairs. And anything else gets swapped out with just plain old brick. And it really... weather clear. It makes a really nice, I don't know what sort of, it's like a suburban look, like how we done with the clay, I suppose, but a little bit more traditional, I think would be the best way to put it. I don't really know what you'd call this. On the back here, I know that there's 2 windows by default here, 2 by 1 windows. We're going to remove those because we're going to try and maximize our internal space for storage. And the way to do that is by taking away as many of those back windows as possible to give us more room. Obviously, windows just get in the way. They take up a surprisingly large amount of room. You can't really put anything near them without it looking strange. So put those in there. And the front. Oh, we can go... I think I went over the top as well in my plan. I think I like that, going around the door with a stair there, and then flip the door around backwards after you've chosen what door that you want to have. I think I'm going to go with an acacia door on this one. I think the acacia is going to look really nice. It's probably my least used door as well out of all the doors. But with the brick, I think it just goes really nicely. I don't know. It's up to you, but I think the colours go really well. It's sort of on the red scale, so it works. Alright, and there we go. Here is our exterior. It's a really nice sort of combination of blocks, isn't it? The stairs just make the windows pop out a little bit more, recess them in. The accents on the side here, the polished granite, just sort of gives us a little bit of detail to it. And then the brick is such a neutral colour and actually doesn't look that bad when used in a small area like this. Sometimes using the brick block in Minecraft on a large scale either looks really bad or just like blends into your eyes too much when you get a certain distance away. But if you've got small little wall areas on a building of this size, I think it looks actually rather realistic in a way. I think they've done quite well with the brick on this scale. Alright, on the inside then, that's it for the outside. On the inside, we need to clear some space. Now there's actually a surprising amount of room in here for storage. Obviously we can get rid of these bookshelves, although it was just blocks there, the tables, now the bookshelves, these blocks on top of the bookshelves. And then it surprised me, there's a lot of room up here too. If we take away one layer of cobblestone, it's like free cobblestone if you're in survival here. I know you can get free cobblestone pretty much anywhere. But what a lot of wasted space this has. And then you can get rid of another one. 2 blocks. 2 layers. Oops. Oop, poop. 2 layers of cobblestone just sitting there. I don't know if anybody's really ever gone behind this before. I don't know. So then you go up here. And then there's actually another layer of 2 blocks of cobblestone up here as well that you can get rid of. Our storage isn't actually going to touch that, so we don't need to worry about it. But yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Let's get some lighting in here. We're going to go with glowstone. We're going to go with carpet, our 2 types of carpet that we've been using as a theme throughout this series. We're going to put glowstone here. We're going to put glowstone there. We're going to put black carpet on top of the glowstone and grey between it. Now we have a nice 2 block deep area, perfect for chests. Now this is going to sound really silly to some of you, but to some other people this might actually surprise you. I get countless comments. I done the noob mistake of hitting the Windows key. It's okay, I'm back. It's silly because I have a button on my keyboard that if I press, it will like turn off the Windows key on my keyboard. But I just restarted my computer, and every time I do that, it sort of unlocks that button again, so then I can hit the Windows key, and I always forget. But yeah, now I can't hit that anymore. Whew. Anyway, I get a lot of questions, either in when I'm playing survival or if I'm ever doing anything with chests in creative for whatever reason, of how do I get chests to sit next to each other. They go, it doesn't work, you can't put it there. You need trap chests. Now I know this might sound a little bit silly to some people that already know this, but there are a lot of people out there that still don't know about using trap chests and normal chests next to each other to make them sit and play nicely with each other, like so. Okay, so yeah, that's how I do it. I just do one normal chest, one trap chest, one normal chest, one trap chest, apart from I set it the wrong way round. So yeah, what we're going to do in here to maximize as much storage as we can, we're going to do chest, 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 trap chest, trap chest, trap chests, like this. Aha! Aha! And then we just do this on top of each other, over and over again. Oops. There. It gets harder and harder the higher you go, because you need to shift click on the side, and then you can go one above that. Do not go there and there, there and there, there and there. Don't go any higher than this, okay? If you go up here, you can't open this chest because of the cobble there. And yes, sure, you can take the cobble away, and now you can open it up, and you could open the chest up here because that's a stair. However, we want a ceiling. We want a sort of flush ceiling along here. I don't like the mix of sort of the oak. I don't like to even be able to see the oak from the inside, so we'll sort that out shortly. So whatever chest you use to put all those down, you're just going to use the other chest, in my case a trap chest, to fill up all of this remaining space, like so. We're going to grab some slabs now. And we're going to use these normal, nice, smooth stone slabs. And you're going to place these on the bottom half of the top block here. The reason why I'm doing it on the bottom half and not the top half is if you do it on the top half, you end up being able to see the half of the stair on this level. And there's no way to get rid of that. That block is actually, obviously, this stair on the outside, so you can't get rid of that. But if you put it on the bottom half, as you can see, it covers up that wood beautifully. And you can still open the chests because it's not a full block above it. It's just a half slab. So we'll put those in like this. Now you can see this cobblestone here. This cobblestone can be removed and replaced with brick. As you can see, it doesn't actually do anything. So we'll replace that one. And there was a cobblestone here, whoops, behind the chests. But I forgot to do that before putting the chests down. You could do it from the outside, I suppose. But for the purposes of this video, I don't really need to remove it. You can't even see it that well. So we've now got, what is this, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, oops, 35 double chests worth of storage in a house that has 4 blocks wide. That's crazy, 35 chests in a 4 block by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a 4 by 7 area. We've got 35 double chests, all of which can be opened. But it's pretty hard to tell or remember what you're going to put in all these. Well, that's super simple, isn't it? We're going to grab some item frames, and you're going to put item frames on all of these chests. All the way up, all the way down. And you can still access all of the chests really easily just by hitting the sides. That one, that one, that one. It's super simple. It might look a little bit tricky, like getting that getting the area, not like clicking on the item frame, but you'll be surprised how actually easy it is. Any chest that I want, that one, that one, that one, you get so used to it, and I find this no problem whatsoever. So let me put some stuff in these item frames and I'll be back. Alright, so this is going to change depending on what you want to store where, but I haven't included any ores like diamond and iron and gold because we're storing that inside of our blacksmith storage. This is sort of how I want this village to sort of get really... No. There we go. They were standing in front of the door. We store our gold and iron and diamonds and stuff in here. I probably wouldn't store redstone in there. I don't know what that's doing in there. But anyway, yeah, that's what I would store in the blacksmith. I like this sprawling base effect. All potions are stored, obviously, in the brewing room. All... I don't know, books and stuff get stored in the enchantment room, etc, etc. So inside of our storage, I don't have any of those, and instead I've got mostly full blocks, wood, gravel, redstone, stuff, some wool, some clay, some mob drops, some food, things like that. It's up to you what you want to put in here, but you've got 35 double chests, and obviously you don't need a chest full of white wool. You could put at least, I don't know, if you had a stack of white wool along this first layer, who's going to need more than 9 stacks of white wool? Nobody. So you could go white wool, red wool, yellow wool, orange wool, green wool, blue wool, and then you've sort of combined a load of chests into one. You don't even need that many, do you? You could even go with like 4 stacks of each colour and then fit twice as many in and have like, I don't know, 12 different colours in one chest. So there's definitely some ways that you can do to narrow this down. To finish off in here, we're going to put not 1, but 2 crafting tables, if I could spell, in here. I like to put one on this side and one on this side. I like the cobblestone floor in here as well. It goes well with the brick, so I'm not going to change that. But yeah, I'm going to put 2 in here because no matter where I am, I might want to be closer to that side, or I might want to be grab some stuff out of that chest and then craft on this side. Saves me going over to one side all the time. And like normal, we're going to grab ourselves an ender chest for the inside here. No furnaces and stuff like that. That's what the blacksmith's for. We want to use the blacksmith. We don't build it there just for fun. So we don't want to have any furnaces inside here. You want to wander over to your blacksmith and use it like that. Alright, wonderful. Our final touch, like we always do, is we grab ourselves this, this, and this. We find ourselves a good block. I need to probably take out this one, put a full block in there so I can stick a fence that connects to it, and have, oops, storage. I don't know if my fingers are cold or what, but I cannot type for cookies today. And wrong spot. Storage. there we go. We can see that from miles away. I never put one on the farm either. You could definitely put one on the side of this farm here. If I had a full block to put it on. Yeah, like on here. Boop. Boop. Farm. As if you didn't know what it would be from looking at it. I know. Farm. Wonderful. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like, but if you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. Check what it looks like. Even from the outside, it looks so packed full, but neatly organized. It's like the best of both worlds. A lot of storage, neatly organized, easy to access any of these chests. Look, even if I'm in F1 mode, I can access the chests without any problem, any chests that I want. It's sweet. It's beautiful. Next episode's going to be a real fun one because there's not going to be any rain. No, because they're going to be working on this church here and a nether portal. Tune in for that because it's going to be a lot of fun.